Wow, you are welcome back on this channel today again. And today we are going to look at the reward of obedience. There are two things that can serve as a reward of obedience, provided if you obey the instruction. Now, obedience is when someone does what he or she is told to do. If you are given instruction and you comply with it, you do it. So we call that one obedience. And you should know this, that God is watching all of us. God is our maker. And every day our God is telling you, is giving us instruction. But the question is, are we obeying God's instruction? If you are not obeying God's instruction, it will be very hard for you to get reward or the result for your answer. That is it. So which means if you are expecting anything as a result for your prayer, all you need to do, obey God's instruction. Now, two things we can get or gain from being obedient to God. Obedience to God's instruction results in divine intervention. That's number one. There will be divine intervention if you obey the instruction God is giving you. That is it. Because if you obey what God says, definitely result is coming. I mean positive one. Look at the disciples when Jesus called Simon, please give me your boat. Let me use your boat. And do you know what this man did? He released his boat for Jesus. So that is number one thing. He released. That one is obedience. He obeyed. He did not argue with Jesus. Now, obedience to God's instruction results in divine intervention. The second one, it will result in supernatural supplies. Supernatural supplies. If you obey God's instruction, there will be supernatural supplies, and that is enough to take you anywhere. After Jesus used the boat, he now told Simon that, okay, push your boat to that side. And meanwhile, the disciples, they've tried since morning, they could not catch a single fish. He said that, Master, we've done this in the morning, in the afternoon, nothing came up. But according to your word, I will push. And then he pushed the boat to the side, according to what Jesus said. And what they got on that day was massive. Now we call this supernatural supplies. So which means if you obey God's instruction, there will be supernatural supplies in your life. Truly you are praying. Truly you have climbed different mountains. You are shouting every day. The key to the answers to your prayers is the obedience. Let us try to be obedient to God's instruction. Let us obey what God says. And if we can do this, it is very certain that there will be divine intervention and there will also be supernatural supplies. Thank you. God bless you. Happiness is free.